mistakes tomorrow.
Starting to get kind of psyched.
If you're pushing the edge, eventually you find the edge.
Pretty incredible. Professional rock climber and Sacramento native Alex Honnold completed the first free solo climb of El Capitan. The entire journey seen in the documentary Free Solo, which won the Academy Award for Best Documentary Feature just last week. The movie is still in theaters, but tonight you can watch it on the National Geographic Channel and without commercial interruption. It is amazing. Now, one of the people who worked on the film has some Bay Area roots. Samuel Crosley is a cinematographer. He's also a graduate of SF State and Camp Little High School. He grew up in Moraga and Lafayette. He joins us now from Las Vegas to talk about the movie. Good to have you with us, Samuel.
Hi, Frank.
Well, tell us, when you got the call to do this, what was your initial reaction?
Sheer terror, but
yeah.
I was graduating college in just a few weeks, so I had to skip out on graduation. Yeah, and so of course I said yes to the gig because it was Jimmy Chin calling, and it was Alex Honnold. So yeah, it was pretty easy to say yes, but it was extremely terrifying.
And you had to do it. We'll talk about, there were 3 camera crews, I guess, suspended on the rock as he worked his way up. What was that like, hanging on a rope 2,000 or 3,000 feet above the valley floor?
Yeah. I mean, when I first got into it, it's extremely scary. But as you mentioned, there's 3 people on the wall, and we were waiting to wrap in from the summit, waiting for Alex to complete certain objectives lower down on the route. And once we got confirmation that he was heading our way, we wrapped in, and it was just about executing. So I got into position, Jimmy got into position, Shane got into position, and then it was just about getting the shot and making sure that we didn't affect Alex. So it was very much just execution once we were in that moment.
Were there moments on the rock where you looked down and said, what in the heck am I doing? And did you have any close calls at all?
No close calls, luckily. I think that's a testament to how good the whole crew is. We're all very professional in that realm. And yeah, when you wrap over the edge of El Cap, you're looking down at 3,000 feet of air below you. And so, first thing for breakfast is, wrapping over and seeing that. You kind of have to make sure that you're doing everything safely, but I don't know. After doing that a few times, you kind of get over it. But it's still scary in that moment of wrapping over.
Oh my gosh, I can only imagine. And how long were you actually suspended on the wall?
Alex only took 4 hours to do the climb,
Right.
and we were waiting for him to do some of the earlier stuff. And so we wrapped in about an hour after. And so I was only suspended on the wall for probably 2 or 3 hours. And most of that I was wrapping in, and then I was waiting in position for maybe 40 minutes and shooting. And then the rest was spent also jugging out.
And how about
jugging, meaning ascending the lines back up to the top of the summit.
Right. And how about the reaction? We're looking at Alex at the top here right now, smiling, and boy, did he earn that. There must have been a sense of relief and accomplishment after you knew he was safe and sound at the top.
Yeah, it was really nice. Alex he's not one to wait. So when he got to the top, he was, he said he was so delighted, and then immediately he pretty much wanted to go home. And
I bet
I was surprised because I took a while to jug out from my camera position, but he actually waited for me, and we got to hug and say thanks and stuff, and then he went off on his own way.
I guess
I was very happy to see him up there.
Sam, tell us about your background too. I know you're a cinematographer, a photographer, but you must be quite an experienced rock climber as well.
Sure. Yeah. I started climbing in college, freshman year, and then it just I got catapulted into that scene because Yosemite is only 4 hours away from San Francisco. And so I just had a lot of training ground to train upon. And I loved climbing so much that I spent all of my weekends and all of my winter and summer breaks climbing. And while climbing, I was also photographing and filming, which led me to this job.
Had you ever done El Cap yourself with ropes?
Yeah, always with ropes.
Yeah, with ropes, for sure. Well, Academy Awards last Sunday night, and you won for Best Documentary. How fulfilling was that to know that something you contributed to was the very best?
Yeah, I mean, it feels great to have that under my belt. But honestly, in the moment of us winning the Academy Award, I was so proud of everyone else that had worked so hard for so long on this project, because you become a family with the crew because you see them every day for so long, for like over 2 years. And so seeing Jimmy and Chai especially walk up on that stage to accept their award, they really earned it and they're really deserving of it. And I'm just happy that I was able to work on their film.
All right, Sam, what's next? How do you top this?
Just more climbing films and hopefully growing a little bit bigger than the climbing industry. Work on some social documentaries.
All right. Well, congratulations. Can't wait to watch it in its entirety tonight. And great job. And my gosh, you've got guts, my friend. You've got guts.
Thanks, Frank.
All right. Very good. The television premiere of Free Solo tonight, 9 p.m. You can check it out on the National Geographic Channel. No commercials, and it is something to watch. So check it out or set that DVR.